Happy Saturday, America. You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio on WKQA Freedom 1110. I'm your host, Dave Pilach, hanging out with Rock and Larry Cobb. And, of course, Cameron's doing all of our technical work. So it is a Saturday. It's a little cold out there. It looks like we stayed off the rain. So we started off our morning hanging out at the AAA Corporate Center. I hope you guys got a chance to get out there. It's still not too late. They're going to be out there till about 2 o'clock hanging out, having a good time. You can go out there. You can have yourself a free auto check. They're doing the auto clinic for October Car Care Month. They got free food out there. They got games, raffles, giveaways, you name it. They got it all. There's no reason not to be out there right this second. Go out there, hang out with them, have a good time, get your car checked out. So how you guys doing?
Hey, we're inside where there's no wind.
There's no wind. It's a little warm. My ears are still thawing out, but look, I had a sweatshirt on. I stayed warm. It wasn't too bad.
Is it too warm for you in here?
No, I'm good. I'm good. Cameron, you good?
I got this jacket, and it feels like a blanket. I just want to sleep.
Well, then take it off.
He's good.
No.
He's good. He's like, it feels like a blanket.
Feels like a blanket.
Oh, okay.
But it's going to make me go to sleep. I guarantee by the end of this show, I'll be asleep.
So have you guys been paying attention to the news this week? I have an interesting story for you. So this is the interesting one. So we talked about this a couple weeks ago, and I know this is some people's favorite topic to talk about because it's been interesting how this has been integrating into automobiles, and some people, they don't like to talk about it, but I don't steer away from any story. So here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
We all know that some of the western states are starting to, well, not starting to, but have legalized marijuana.
Okay.
And so people have asked how that's going to fall into driving an automobile. Okay? Because it's no different than drinking and driving.
Unless it's an autonomous car.
Very true, unless the car is doing the driving for you. But at that point, you're still responsible for what the car does. So we've wondered how that was going to work out as well. So now the story comes out of, well, how are you going to be able to decide if they're under the influence or not? Because think about it. I mean, it's not the same as a DUI, checkup. You have to determine, are they under the influence? Are they not under the influence?
If they're giggling a lot, or
if they're giggling,
if
they have a bag of Cheetos.
Yeah, a couple of boxes of empty Twinkies and.
I don't. Okay, I'm gonna roll. Let's just roll with that thought for a second. So, Canada. So Canada went, legal. We talked about it. So Canada made it legal. And of course, within like the first hour of being legal, they handed out their very first under the influence of narcotics, marijuana, and driving within like the very first hour.
And how do they tell?
They didn't say how they tell. But
I'd like to know.
Well, maybe he was giggling, like you said.
Well, I mean, if you're drinking too much, you can do the breathalyzer and whatnot.
Well, here's the thing. So my question is going to be: it's not the same as alcohol, so it's in your system for a lot longer. So how are you going to be able to tell when the consumption was? Because it's, alcohol, that's different. You know what I mean? That's a whole different side of things. So what brings us up is I had one of the listeners, and he sent me a letter, and he asked. He was like, okay, so how are we going to determine, since it stays in your system for so much longer?
Blood test.
Well, no, you can't, because that could be from a week ago. Think about it.
I can't think of any surefire way to tell other than a blood test. What else would there be?
Well, if you did a blood test, though, and it's going to come out positive from a week ago. That was the listener's concern. He was like, look, it could have been a week ago.
Well, the level would be in there. They have to set a level like they do with blood alcohol content.
That's... I don't know.
They measure the level.
I didn't have the answer for him when he sent me the letter. I literally didn't have the answer for him. I was like, I don't know. So I thought it'd be interesting to talk about it real quick on the air, because I was just like, I don't know. I don't have the answer. I didn't know if you guys would have the answer either, or maybe one of our listeners would have the answer, because I don't have the answer. I don't know how they would gauge that, because look, your alcohol level will go down within a couple hours, but your intoxication level on narcotics doesn't. That stays in your bloodstream for a lot longer.
Yeah, the alcohol metabolizes, so I don't know about the THC, the active ingredient. I don't know. I really don't know much about it.
It's going to be interesting. And then, of course, when you have the self-driving cars, then are you liable? Because you're not technically driving the car is driving itself.
We go, hey, that's a vicious circle.
It's going to be a very vicious circle how that's going to go around, because we talked about this with alcohol. So if you're in the car and you're not behind the wheel of the car, because if you all remember, they just went ahead and made it okay for the car not to have a steering wheel. So the car doesn't have to have a steering wheel.
Well, the next question would be, suppose they're taking LSD. How do you tell?
That came out of left field. I don't even know where that even came from. Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, there's all kinds of illegal drugs. How do you tell?
Well, there is. Well, right. I mean, that opens up. You could be. I mean, at that point, there's no steering wheel, and you're not in charge of the gas anymore. You're not. You don't have a gas pedal. You don't have a steering wheel. You don't have any of that. I mean, you don't really.
If you're standing on the roof, treating it like a surfboard or something.
We're off the rail already. Within the first 7 minutes, we just
Off the plantation.
we're gone. We're completely just. Yeah. When we have Hyperloop, we won't even have to worry about it anymore. Let's just jump right to Hyperloop.
There you go.
If we have Hyperloop, if y'all don't know what Hyperloop is, that's where you get inside a tube and it shoots you at 700 miles an hour to your next destination.
That'll be a story for friends. They'll be like, man, I was going so fast.
No, I was. Well, you were. If you're in Hyperloop, you're going 700 miles an hour. So.
Those Hyperloops, there's no driver, is there? There's no operator.
So I told you. I think we talked about. So Hyperloop is now looking at like. So first Hyperloop, everybody was interested in other countries. That was like all the other countries wanted to snatch up Hyperloop real quick, and now so Missouri is now like a place that they actually think about putting Hyperloop together at.
From Missouri to where, or where to Missouri?
Just in Missouri, like
Just
across
Missouri?
like the plains. So just to move people quicker across just long deserted areas. Well, they talked about doing it in Nevada because people don't realize it takes a long time to get across Nevada.
Yeah, because it's just straight line
It's
desert.
it's just desert. So that was one of they looked like from Vegas to Reno just to take up that distance.
Yeah.
Because that's a long drive. So
Well, I always figured that Las Vegas to L.A. would be the probably big desirable route or the financially prosperous route.
Well, if you did you could do long distance. So what was it like when they first introduced Hyperloop? They said you could go from like New York to like L.A. and like at 700 miles an hour or something like that. Or once they got up to full speed or whatever it was going to travel, they were hoping that you could do like the distance in like 6 hours or something like that. It was like crazy.
Wow.
I mean, that was going to be, impressive. Think about it. And now I know that doesn't seem like anything spectacular to anybody, I guess, but think about this. Now, if let's just say that you're an auto parts store like Napa, okay, and you have a customer who needs a part today here, but you have the part available in LA. Now, you could have the part if you ordered in the morning, the customer could have the part by the afternoon.
Yeah. Makes
versus
sense.
days, waiting days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It goes in a Hyperloop chamber and they put it on the train and the Hyperloop train ships it and it leaves LA and now before the close of business today you have the part.
Same thing they do now with airplanes.
Yeah, but you wouldn't get on an airplane, you wouldn't get that part. You understand what I'm saying? If it left LA today on an airplane and got here in Virginia, you wouldn't see that. Realistically, you're not going to see that part for a couple of days. By the time it goes through shipping and all that kind of stuff.
To see it the same day would have to be a nonstop flight.
Right, it would. But now Hyperloop would open up that hugely. I mean, you know what I mean? It goes on a Hyperloop, it gets here, it offloads, goes on a truck, and you have.
Is that going to cut the Hyperloop speed down now if they're going to have to be designed to accommodate cargo?
I don't think so. I really do. If you really look at, if you guys have not looked at how Hyperloop works, and we've been talking about it for what? We talked about it when it was a concept almost 3 years ago, and now it's reality. I mean, they're literally building platforms and setups and stuff, and we're still in the let's build a train that just goes around in a circle in the middle of a desert. But now we're moving into let's go ahead and put this thing together and start running it from back and forth to small cities. Like I said, which is funny. You guys hear me say it a lot of times over and over again. This show, we talk about concept, and concept becomes reality overnight for us, which is just funny the way it works. But, I mean, you really start putting these things together, and you're going to see craziness happen overnight. I mean, technology
I'm surprised they
is
haven't
quick.
started yakking about putting that under the English Channel. You can go to London to Paris in, 30 minutes?
I think they want to perfect it above ground first before. Think about it. You're 700 miles an hour in just a. You got to remember, this is basically the same thing that your bank thing runs in. I mean, it's really the same. It's just a bank tube with people sitting in it. Let's do it. I'm not going underwater in it first. I mean, if I'm riding it, it's going to be above ground first. I'm just saying. I mean,
but it just what is that across there? 30 miles? That's not too far.
it's 700 miles an hour in a tube. I mean, I like technology, but
Well, if you're going that fast, you're not going to feel the leak that you're worried about.
you worry me sometimes. You know that, right? Just the way that you take it and wrap it and make it seem okay in a really creepy way. It just you worry me.
One of my talents.
One of my talents. Okay.
Do not write that on your resume. Do not write that on your resume. Come on.
One of my many talents is to take something very simple and make it creepy. Talent on my resume.
Well, if there was a demand for it, I'd get the job.
There's the job interview.
I don't think there's a demand for that.
I don't either.
I take normal stuff and turn it creepy. Dude, that's the best thing ever.
Did I get the job? Am I hired?
Get hired in the Halloween industry.
Yeah, but see, that's only one. That's
That's
only one day a
seasonal.
year. That's not very much to
seasonal.
demand.
Halloween industry makes a lot of money for one day a year.
But
It
that's
does,
seasonal.
but I don't think you're going to be in high demand with that skill. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before.
Be busy 2 months out of the year.
Somebody asked him, how's your
You know
day
what,
going?
guys? I hate to be the one to tell you, but sometimes we start in one place on this show and we end up so in another place so quickly. I don't even know how that happens, but
We need a compass.
we need to. I have. At this point, it's pointing due south in a real hurry. I don't know. That's okay. It's gone. Cameron just told it up compass. He's like, look what direction we're headed. We're headed south.
Man, he's always well prepared.
He is very well prepared, like a little Boy Scout. On that note, you know what? Let's go ahead and take a commercial break. When we come back, I got more news for you. We'll talk to you soon.
You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio with Dave Palach here on Freedom 1110 WKQA.
Are you ready for a change? Is this the year that you go from a job to a career? Well, ATI can help. Advanced Technology Institute offers degrees and diplomas in the in-demand field with hands-on training of automotive technology, heavy vehicle technology, HVAC commercial refrigeration, maritime welding, and commercial diving. ATI provides accelerated schedules to help students get into their career field fast. So why wait? Day and night classes are available, job placement assistance from orientation to graduation. Go to auto.edu right now to find out more, or you can call 757-490-1241. That's 490-1241. What are you waiting for? ATI, not just helping build the minds of tomorrow, but building your community every day. ATI is certified by Chev, the State Council of Higher Education for Virginia, to operate in Virginia.
There's something special about Napa Auto Care Centers. They're backed by the national strength of Napa. Nationwide warranties honored by thousands of locations. You know that's Napa know-how. But more importantly, your Napa Auto Care Center is independently owned and operated by neighborhood professionals who operate by a written code of ethics. Put your vehicle in the hands of ASE certified technicians who will greet you with a smile you can trust. Visit us today.
You heard me say it, and now here's your chance. Now's the time to go find your auto garage. Don't wait until it's too late. Go to NapaBDGHRVA.com and find your all-star car care center today. That's NapaBDGHRVA.com. Talk to you soon.
Nobody remembers the name J.F. Whitlow & Sons Incorporated until you need them. But when you have a toilet problem, drains back up, pipes freeze, your heat or air conditioning stops working, then you remember J.F. Whitlow & Sons. Don't forget the phone number, 399-1714. That's 399-1714. Air conditioning and heating, and all plumbing. J.F. Whitlow & Sons have been serving Hampton Roads since 1949. Residential and commercial. You can always count on J.F. Whitlow & Sons to get to you fast and get the job done right the first time. Located in Portsmouth and serving all of Hampton Roads. Those who know, call J.F. Whitlow & Sons. Call them at 399-1714. That's 399-1714. J.F. Whitlow & Sons Incorporated.
Hey guys, Dave Pillotch from Let's Talk Cars Radio. You've heard me say it time and time again. Anyone can guess what's wrong with your transmission. The true test is getting it right the first time. At Bob and Cindy's Cottman Transmission in Janif, there is no guessing. They understand that your car is more than just a car. It's what gets you from work on time and home safely at the end of the day. Bob and Cindy understand you have to work hard to meet the needs of your customer. Their certified technicians will help keep you on the road for years to come. If you can drive it, they can fix it. Call Bob and Cindy today at Cottman Transmission Janif, 466-7778. That's 466-7778.
Wish you could get your car in the air? We've got you covered. Don't have the tools for the job? Not a problem. Dream of having a garage equipped with everything you need to get the job done from start to finish? Well, dreams come true. At American Do-It-Yourself Garage, you'll find our friendly staff just waiting to lend you a hand in a safe and friendly environment. If you're looking for a place where you can do it all, from cars, trucks, and even motorcycles, your Do-It-Yourself Garage awaits. Call 1-844-462-3494 today or reserve your bay at AmericanDIYG.com. American Do-It-Yourself Garage. You can do it. We know you can. Welcome back to Let's Talk Cars Radio, your automotive specialist. Call into the program now at 757-222-3705. Now, here is Dave Palach.
Welcome back, America. You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio on WKQA Freedom 1110. I'm your host, Dave Palach. So, if you guys are trying to watch Facebook Live, of course, with the weather, you know how it always works. We go up and we go down, and we go up and we go down. But Cameron's working on it, so give him a second. He'll get us rolling here in a minute, I'm sure. So, anyway, back on with the show. So here is something that was kind of interesting. Here is one that will make you think. So we've talked about everything when it comes to self-driving cars. We've talked with cars that drive themselves, automated, autonomous, anonymous. I think I got, was that all of them? I know I'm missing some, but somebody will correct me.
We haven't got
Automated.
any feedback on that.
We haven't got any feedback. It's been a while, but
Yeah.
I know somebody will correct me. But I think I got most of them. I covered most of them anyway. So here's something that's interesting. So we have Uber, we have Lyft, okay? We have, I told you, another 100 that are out there that you guys don't even know exist because they're just not big enough yet, but eventually I'm sure they will.
Ride.
Right. So what about this? This was sent to me from a listener, and this, I'm going to take this serious because I actually think there's some legitimacy to this, okay? And there's a reason why there's legitimacy to this. So I was sent a video, and this listener sent me this as an idea, and then I looked into it a little bit, and I went, wait a minute, this guy's onto something. So it was a video this week of a guy who lost his driver's license and went and got him one of those mobility scooters, you know, that you see everybody who has, you know, needs one for getting around. Yeah. Well, he's using it as his transportation. It looks like he's probably souped it up a little bit, but it's legal. No one could give him a hard time for it, but he uses it as his transportation. And it's obviously souped up because he's pulling his boat with it. No, seriously, I'm not, guys. I can't make this up. Go look up the video. He's pulling his boat with it.
It's electric.
Wait, how is he pulling his boat?
It's.
If he doesn't have a driver's license, doesn't he need the driver's license to prove the license plate on the boat
Well, no.
is registered to him?
You don't
no.
need a license to pull a trailer.
You don't need a license to pull a trailer. He
trailer
has his mobility scooter,
The
and he's
trailer
pulling
has
his
to be
boat with it.
licensed.
This is crazy.
So it got me thinking.
That doesn't sound practical, and you know it doesn't. How you pull a boat with a
He's
little
pulling
scooter?
it. Go watch the video. He is pulling his boat with it. It works.
Over what kind of distance?
Well, I don't know, but he's pulling his boat. He's going down the road with it. It's not like he's pulling it down his driveway. He's going down the road with it.
Boy, he must have really modified it.
Hold on. Now think how many senior citizens are out there. They have mobility scooters.
I used to ride my mother-in-law's.
You know where I'm going with this? Hold on. Cameron's laughing like hold on.
Because I'm looking at the video.
Okay, he's all right. So hold on. So can we make mobility scooters and just modify them with a back seat? And now we just have tons of Uber and Lyft drivers for short distances.
Hop on, hop off.
Right. Think think about it. Just, think when you're out in town, especially in like destinations like Vegas and tourist attractions, if we just take mobility scooters and just make them a little bit bigger, just a little bit more powerful, and put a little back seat on them, now you give a career opportunity. They can make a little extra cash.
It would work if the people that would be riding it would be willing to pay for that. Is that something they're willing to pay for?
Of course. Think about it. Now, when you're in Vegas, think how many blocks you have to go from one hotel to another.
That's true. I get that. That's why you buy the all-day pass.
So, well, hold on. But if you could just hop on the back of a mobility scooter and that person could just truck you down a couple blocks to the next hotel for a couple bucks, maybe just for like $2 or $3.
Yeah, that might work. I guess there has to be a demand for it before you can supply it.
I think there's a demand, and I think there's a supply. No, you're not with me on this one? Look, I'm being serious, guys. I just thought about this.
In Shark Tank.
The municipality's going to have to get their fingers in there somehow.
This idea was halfway generated from a listener, and I just kind of applied a little bit more thought to it, and I was like, wait a minute, this could work.
Some municipality would get a hold of that, and they'd have to figure out a way to tax it, license it, or something.
Well, of course, you got the little medallions you put on a taxi cab, so they're going to want to probably tattoo one on their arm or something like that. So, no,
I'd have to see it. I'd have to see what I'd be riding in to see if it's something I think would.
Well, just think about, you have all the little, hover around, and just with a back seat. No, well, you see them at the Grand Canyon all the time. Just give them a back seat.
Yeah, but now so you're adding weight. That means you're going to add to the load.
Just a little bigger motor, a little bigger wheels. No? Why are you not with me on this? Cameron buried his head in his shirt and is shaking his head over there.
I just can't visualize that. I'm going to have to go look at the video you're talking about.
Cameron looked at it. He was laughing. He thought it was funny with the guy towing the boat, but he's not with me on the whole Uber idea, apparently. I don't know. Okay.
Where would you put the radio?
I knew you were lining it up. I knew you couldn't leave it alone. You were just thinking what direction you wanted to go with it. I knew you couldn't leave it alone. All right. Is anybody alarmed that the American cars are at the bottom of the list of all the cars made?
They have been for a while, haven't they?
Slowly. We were still kind of hovering, but it seems like this year we were at the bottom of the run of the list.
I haven't looked, so I didn't realize that we were there, but
I saw a report this week, and so I went reading, and it seems like every manufacturer that's American is now at the bottom of the run.
You mean below Kia and below Hyundai?
We're below everything, it appears. I mean, look, I love my Chevy. You're never going to get me to trade my Chevy truck. I love my Chevy truck through and through. You're never going to get me to drive anything else, so you might as well not even try. But with that being said, I do have appreciation for what Honda and Toyota can provide to you, because I just know that they run forever when it comes to a car or something like that. So
Toyota's reputation is well known.
Oh, absolutely.
My daughter's a big believer. I even believe it. But when I buy my next car, it's going to be a Buick.
He's like, hey, I believe in him, but hey, just so you know, my next car is going to be
because that's what I want to drive. I like that car.
I'm one of those people. I've said it over and over again. I will continue to buy American products over and over again because I'm just true blue American. And, do I understand, the Toyota will last long, Honda will last long? Obviously, I bought my kids Hondas because I wanted them to have problem-free while they go through college and all that kind of stuff. So I get it. But I also like to put my money back into America, so I drive my Chevy truck. So
a car for a certain place at a certain time.
It is, and I go out of my way to buy American products. A lot of different. I go out of my way to look for American products on a lot of different stuff. So, but I'm just that guy. It's all in how you're raised, I guess. So.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of factors that go into it. I think a lot of the foreign car stuff, at least when they started gaining in popularity, it was because it was foreign. That was the reason. It was cool.
It was funny the way you said that, because it's all foreign, as in like it's foreign to us, but like not it's foreign.
Well, when I say foreign built, foreign made,
just foreign in general.
Yeah, not of this country.
No, I just thought it was interesting when I started to dig into it. And it's kind of funny because it brought up a question that a listener sent me and said, "I got a Hey Dave. You ready for it? We haven't had a Hey Dave in a while. Hey Dave, Do you see the cost of auto repair going up? And this was from Tiffany, actually, out of Chesapeake. And so, Tiffany, here's how I answer that. I don't see the cost of auto repair going up. Is the price in general more expensive? Kind of. And here's the reason why. I don't see the cost of auto repair going up. I just see the price of the total repair being more. And here's the reason why. Technology in cars are changing. And with the technology changing in cars, the cost of repair is been just slightly higher. And you have to expect it to be because cars aren't what they once were, if that makes sense. It makes sense to you, obviously.
Yeah, it does.
With technology changing in cars, you have to expect at least a little raise in prices on that a little bit because the schooling that it takes and the difference in computers and all that kind of stuff, that dictates what the price is going to be to repair your car. Obviously, you have an older car that has less computers, and so it has less work that has to be done. But if you have a newer car and it has more computers and it has more technology involved, it takes more of a technical approach to work on that car. So I would expect that with all that going on, that there would be a raise in the average cost of what it's going to take to actually fix that car. It just really depends on where you take your car to, too. We talk about it all the time. Having an auto garage that you trust and that you can count on and that you take your car back to regularly instead of jumping around from auto garage dictates the price quite a bit. Because if you take your car from one place to another place to another place and you have not established a relationship with an auto garage, well, then there's no baseline to base the repair of your car on. But if you have an auto garage that you go to regularly over and over and over again, then they have a baseline. They know what they've done to your car. They have a history of what they've done to your car. So they're not going over and doing the same things over and over again. So you have less of a cost as far as working on your car. But if you keep on jumping around from shop to shop to shop, well, then they have no baseline and no history on your car. So a lot of times you find yourself paying for little checks to be done on your car that necessarily don't need to be done because they've already been done in the past, and that auto garage knows they've done them in the past. That's the reason why when you find an auto garage, you meet the people behind the service desk, you meet the manager, and you've established a relationship, then you can start to really truly get down to just what your car needs instead of having needless things done and rechecked and checked again over and over again on your car, and then you spend money you don't need to be spending. That's the reason why find an auto garage. Meet the people behind the counter. Meet the manager. Learn if you like them. When you like them, when you've established that relationship, then you can move forward. They keep a complete history. They know everything that's going on with your car, and then it's the best thing that you can do. That is my best answer I can give you. So do I think the cost is going up just a little bit? Maybe, but save yourself some money by establishing a relationship with somebody. And on that note, I'm going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, I got some more news for you. Talk to you soon.
You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio with Dave Palach here on Freedom 1110 WKQA.
Hey guys, Dave Pilach from Let's Talk Cars Radio. You've heard me say it time and time again. Anyone can guess what's wrong with your transmission. The true test is getting it right the first time. At Bob and Cindy's Cottman Transmission in Janif, there is no guessing. They understand that your car is more than just a car. It's what gets you from work on time and home safely at the end of the day. Bob and Cindy understand you have to work hard to meet the needs of your customer. Their certified technicians will help keep you on the road for years to come. If you can drive it, they can fix it. Call Bob and Cindy today at Cottman Transmission Janif, 466-7778. That's 466-7778.
Nobody remembers the name J.F. Whitlow & Sons Incorporated until you need them. But when you have a toilet problem, drains back up, pipes freeze, your heat or air conditioning stops working, then you remember J.F. Whitlow & Sons. Don't forget the phone number, 399-1714. That's 399-1714. Air conditioning and heating, and all plumbing. J.F. Whitlow & Sons have been serving Hampton Roads since 1949, residential and commercial. You can always count on J.F. Whitlow & Sons to get to you fast and get the job done right the first time. Located in Portsmouth and serving all of Hampton Roads. Those who know, call J.F. Whitlow & Sons. Call them at 399-1714. That's 399-1714. J.F. Whitlow & Sons Incorporated.
An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Well, here's a pound of prevention from your Napa Auto Care Center. We'll customize a preventive maintenance package for your vehicle that will save you time, money, and hassles now and down the road. We'll ask, do you drive mainly in the city or on the highway? Plan to keep your vehicle? How long? And more. Preventive maintenance is a good thing that prevents bad things. Build yours at your Napa Auto Care Center today.
Hey guys, Dave Pillach from Let's Talk Cars Radio. Do you currently have a repair shop you trust? Haven't found the time to go to a garage for all your automotive needs? Check out the all-star team at Napa BDGHRVA.com. That's Napa BDGHRVA.com. Let them show you what it's like to work with the professionals and make a friend along the way. Talk to you soon. Hey guys, Dave Pillach from Let's Talk Cars Radio. Are you tired of your everyday job? Looking for something more? You have to go check out ATI at auto.edu. Advanced Technology Institute has a program for you. From accelerated schedules to assistance in helping students get into the career field fast. Guys, I understand how hard it is with the hassle of juggling life, work, kids. That's why ATI provides day and night classes to make things as easy for you to succeed. If you're ready for a change, give them a call today at 757-490-1241. That's 757-490-1241. Make ATI your choice for building today's minds and tomorrow's communities. ATI is certified by SCHEV, the State Council of Higher Education for Virginia, to operate in Virginia. Talk to you soon.
Do you currently live in an apartment or condo? Need to work on your car, truck, even motorcycle, but your homeowners association has you down? If your garage is full of broken dreams and the I'll get to it next week projects, American Do-It-Yourself Garage is the place for you. They offer fully equipped, well-lit garage bays with or without a vehicle lift for your needs. Each bay is fully equipped with a workbench, hand tools, air tools, laptop usage, even assistance with parts ordering, which is all included with each bay rental for a reasonable price. If you're looking for a place that feels like home, filled with fantastic staff willing to lend a hand, then give American Do-It-Yourself Garage a call today at 1-844-462-3494. That's 1-844-462-3494. Or go to their webpage and reserve your bay at AmericanDIYG.com. American Do-It-Yourself Garage. Let the friendship begin. Now, here is Dave Pillach.
Hey guys, welcome to Let's Talk Cars Radio on WKQA, Freedom 1110. I'm your host, Dave Pillach. So if you guys were with us before we went to commercial break, you see how easy it is for this show to get easily disrailed.
Welcome to the show.
Lost. Hey, so
I got my blanket.
I got my blanket. Here's one for you. If we hadn't already talked about kooky subjects, I got another kooky subject for you. So here's one for you. I'm going to take you down a little road real quick. Here's one that takes you down an interesting road.
Lead away.
All right, so I am. So when you raise kids, a lot of people can follow me on this one. We teach our kids.
Your kids sitting right here. Remember that.
All right. We teach our kids not to talk to strangers, right?
Yes.
This was sent to me in a little blurb.
I know what it is. I've seen it.
You saw it?
Yeah.
All right.
I know where you're going.
This was funny.
Yeah, because it's true.
It is. So I think you actually sent it to me.
Did I?
Yeah, maybe that's where I got it from. So we taught our kids not to talk to strangers. We taught our kids not to give out personal information.
Yep.
We taught our kids not to take rides from strangers.
Yep.
Now we have
Uber,
where we sign up, willingly give people our personal information. We talk to strangers, and not only do we talk to them, but we invite them over to our house and take rides from them.
Yep.
So does this not seem strange to people?
No.
I guess the old lessons aren't learned. I don't know.
Because we're putting our kids in cars with them. I mean, we're literally like, hey, here's my personal information. Come on over to my house, stranger. And by the way, let me jump in a car with you and drive away.
Well, if you contact them through an app, they're no longer strangers.
Well, so I think it was you who sent it to me. And then right after you sent it to me, I see this thing on the news which is now seen to be a huge, huge problem of people impersonating the Uber drivers.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Mm-hmm. Ooh. All right. So,
Did you not? Did you see that on the news?
No, but you know how Uber has Uber Eats?
Mm-hmm.
My work has Uber Eats. They're not only doing it for Uber, but they're doing it for Uber Eats, where the person that places the order impersonates the driver and takes the food and then cancels the order.
Oh, I never thought of it. That's pretty smart. So you get free meal.
It wasn't supposed to be smart, guys. That's like stealing.
Well, no, it is. No, I get it, but I mean, no, but it is. I mean, I didn't mean it like that's smart if you wanted a free meal.
I mean, yeah.
Devious. That's the word.
Right. Okay. Maybe
Not
maybe
when-
not
not-
smart. Maybe I should have said devious. But I mean, like
Not when you make a $200 meal and then you have to
somebody
remake-
walks in and grabs it and
then you
walks
have to
out with it. They're
remake-
like, "Here, I'm here to get that Uber food." And they're like, "Oh, here you go." And they walk out with it, and they're like, and the next guy shows up like, "Hey, I'm here to get that Uber food." And you're like, "Somebody already got it." Like, what do you mean?
Oh man.
Oh, because there's no check and balance. Oh,
Well, we do a
but no, apparently
check.
not.
No. We do a check on the ID, but because we don't check the ID, we just say, all right, what's your name? And they have to say the driver's name to be able to get the food.
Tom,
But because the
you're like,
app,
"Oh, here you go, Tom."
the app shows you who your driver is, they're able to just know who the driver is and say the driver's name.
So what? They come pick up their own.
So let's say Chris is picking up food for Tom. Tom will go, hey, I'm here, Chris.
I don't think you
pick up
should
food for
give
Tom.
all the ideas out over there.
I didn't even think about that.
Forget he said that. So what I'm talking about,
Red button, red button.
red button, red button, hit the red button, Larry. But yeah, that wasn't very bright. Look, what I'm talking about is, so now they have people impersonating the Uber driver.
And how are they doing it? I just want to know over there.
They're just, so they see people standing out on the curb all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So they just assume that they're waiting for an Uber. Hey, are you waiting for an Uber? Yeah, I'll be your Uber driver. And people just are so now used to it, they just hop in the car with a complete stranger.
Yeah, who ordered the Uber? Me.
Me. And people hop in the car and they're not an Uber driver and now they're being assaulted and abducted.
Oh, and the Uber driver usually asks for your name. So now they know your name because they're like, all right, are you? And they're like, yeah, I'm Crystal. So like,
They just go. They just say, "Are you waiting for an Uber?" And they go, "Yeah." And they walk up to the car and they go, "What's your name?" And they go, "Oh, I'm Crystal." "Oh, yeah. Hey, Crystal, I'm your Uber driver." And they get in the car and then something bad happens to them. Because we're just so used to just now hopping in the car with complete
Has that been
strangers.
happening?
Yes, it has been happening. So that's the reason why we're talking about it. I was just like, wow, that's...
I
And it was
haven't-
right
I
after you
haven't-
sent me that thing that
Yeah.
made me think about it.
I haven't heard about it. I didn't realize it had already started happening.
I haven't taken
that's-
Uber in a while.
So it just goes to show you that, hey, we've gotten way too used to just hopping in cars with strangers.
Man, you're right. You're right. The context changes. So
Well, it just
what was
as we
good
get
advice
used,
is
right.
not now good advice at all.
Right. Our good advice
Hey,
was don't
Larry.
get in cars with strangers, and now we're
Wanna
just
get
hopping
in
in
a
cars
car
with
with me?
strangers.
Or it's okay if you instigate it.
Now, look, don't be wrong. I've used both the services, and it's been very convenient for me. We've talked about it. I was one of those people who were like, I wouldn't do that, and then all of a
Yeah,
sudden I
but-
did it, and I was like, wow, that's really convenient.
Have you
used
talked
it-
about Ride on Air?
Right on air?
Ah, funny. Have you? No, like Ride, the app Ride. Have you talked about it on the show yet?
No, because I haven't used that one yet. I've
So,
used.
yeah, but
I've-
you take all your trips during the day with Uber, don't you?
Me-
You don't do it at night.
I don't think I've ever. No, I don't think I've used one.
I've
at
done
night
it
yet.
twice.
Well, no, I did because when I went for the wedding, I used it at night. I
See,
used
at
Uber
night I would be reluctant to use it at night, no matter what.
Well, but you.
Have you
let's
ever
be
been
hon-
in an
let's be
Uber?
let's be honest.
Have I what?
Have
Ever
you used
been
an
in
Uber
an
yet?
Uber?
No, never have.
Yeah, I didn't
Never
think so
have?
because you're
Yeah.
resistant to change anyway. So
I don't even use a regular taxi cab. I'm not paying those rates.
see what
saw
I tell you
that
guys.
coming.
What I tell you guys. He's resistant. He doesn't like any. Like he's like anti-resistant
Oh,
technology.
I remember
as
when
it
he
is.
came and he was like, "You won't believe what my renters did to me." And I'd got a rental car. Where's your rental car? It's already back. He's laughing over there because he remembers about it.
All right, moving on. I got another one for you. I told you I got all kinds of weird little news stories and stuff like
Yes,
that.
you do.
Here's one that's not really. Here's more of a rant than the news story. Just because you can pull, and Cameron will agree, just because you can pull a trailer doesn't mean you should pull a trailer.
All right, wait. All right, the reason why he's talking about this is because I come walking into the house, and it's like around 4, and I think I had to be somewhere. I'm like, you ever hear the saying where there's two types of people. Somebody that can pull a trailer, and somebody that should not be pulling a trailer at all.
And this happens to me too. This happens to me a lot.
Happens to me all the time.
I seem to get behind people who pull trailers who have no business pulling a trailer. And I'm not talking about small trailers, guys. I'm talking about big trailers, medium-sized trailers. People that they have managed to find some way to actually hook it up to their vehicle, but have no business pulling it. Like, they don't understand the chain should not drag. They're just like, oh, well, this one goes here and this one goes there, and then they just leave the chains dragging on the ground. I'm like, okay, that's not... No. Just because you've hooked them up to where they go doesn't mean that's the end of it. Like,
They're not hooking up the lights?
No lights.
See,
lights aren't hooked up.
Me.
The chains are like dragging on the ground. When they change lanes, they believe they're supposed to come to like a complete stop and then move over and then proceed on. Like, that happens without trailers lately. I've told you about that. For some reason, people believe all of a sudden that if I need to get over in the left-hand lane or the right-hand lane and there's traffic, I just stop completely in the lane that I'm in. I wait for traffic to come clear. Then I just make like a left-hand turn into the right-hand lane, left-hand lane, and then I proceed on. So meanwhile, everybody that's in the lane behind them has to jam on their brakes and come to a stop at 55 miles. They do it on the freeway, people. I don't know if this has happened to you, but it happens to me a lot.
Happens to me.
They just come to a stop in the lane that they're in. You could be on the freeway, and they'll just stop their car. Wait for traffic to clear. Then they'll just turn over into the next lane they want to be in and then proceed on while you're slamming on your brakes, sliding your car around, trying to keep from hitting them. And then the car behind you is doing the same thing, and so on and so on. I've never seen anything like this, but all of a sudden, within the last 6 months, this has become a new thing. And it's happening to me almost like 4 times a week now that somebody does this to me. I'm just like, why is this person coming to a stop? And all of a sudden I realize they want to be in the next lane. And because traffic isn't available to allow that to happen, they just stop their car and just sit there and wait until they can get in that lane.
I never heard the word merge.
Right, and I'm yelling it. I'm in my vehicle going, what are you doing? You don't
like they
stop.
Can hear him.
right, yeah. And then I realize they can't hear me.
Like I get that all the time.
Right, and then I start critiquing myself where I'm like, they can't hear me. Why am I yelling? They can't hear me. But for some reason, it makes me feel better. I don't
That's
know.
when you need that new horn. Have you seen that horn?
The one that talks?
No. The one that sounds like a machine gun. When you hit the horn, pop, 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 pop,
I told you, I bought the train horn. I have yet to install it, but I have a real train horn for my truck.
I remember you telling me that.
I have not had time to install it yet, but guys, I have a real train horn for my truck. I have a feeling it's going to get me in trouble because I'm better off talking to myself in my truck, thinking they can hear me, than I probably am hitting the train horn.
Put a PA system.
No, I had a PA system many years ago. Remember when you had the CB radio with and you could flick the switch to PA?
Uh-huh.
Most people never had a PA hooked up to one. For some reason, I believed I needed to have one.
I did too.
And I had it, and I used to talk to people, and that was probably a really bad idea too.
Hey, you, get out of the way.
I wish that's all I said, but guess what? I'll leave you guys to your imagination what I used to say, and we're going to go to commercial break. Talk to you soon.
You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio with Dave Palach here on Freedom 1110 WKQA. Nobody remembers the name J.F. Whitlow and Sons Incorporated until you need them. But when you have a toilet problem, drains back up, pipes freeze, your heat or air conditioning stops working, then you remember J.F. Whitlow and Sons. Don't forget the phone number, 399-1714. That's 399-1714. Air conditioning and heating, and all plumbing. J.F. Whitlow and Sons have been serving Hampton Roads since 1949, residential and commercial. You can always count on J.F. Whitlow and Sons to get to you fast and get the job done right the first time. Located in Portsmouth and serving all of Hampton Roads. Those who know, call J.F. Whitlow and Sons. Call them at 399-1714. That's 399-1714. J.F. Whitlow and Sons Incorporated. Are you ready for a change? Is this the year you go from just a job to a career? Well, ATI can help. Advanced Technology Institute offers degrees and diplomas in the in-demand fields with hands-on training of automotive technology, heavy vehicle technology, HVAC, commercial refrigeration, maritime welding, and commercial driving. ATI provides accelerated schedules to help students get into their career field fast. So why wait? Day and night classes are available. Job placement assistance from orientation to graduation. Go to auto.edu right now to find out more, or call 757-490-1241. That's 490-1241. What are you waiting for? ATI, not just helping build the minds of tomorrow, but building your community every day. ATI is certified by SCHEV, the State Council of Higher Education for Virginia, to operate in Virginia. Wish you could get your car in the air? We've got you covered. Don't have the tools for the job? Not a problem. Dream of having a garage equipped with everything you need to get the job done from start to finish? Well, dreams come true. At American Do-It-Yourself Garage, you'll find our friendly staff just waiting to lend you a hand in a safe and friendly environment. If you're looking for a place where you can do it all, from cars, trucks, and even motorcycles, your Do-It-Yourself Garage awaits. Call 1-844-462-3494 today, or reserve your bay at AmericanDIYG.com. American Do-It-Yourself Garage. You can do it. We know you can.
Okay, your week is crazy. Your local Napa Auto Care Center understands. That's why we're open Saturdays for your convenience. Get that oil change you've been putting off way too long. Be done with those squeaky brakes that are on your last nerve. We get it. Our Napa Auto Care Center is open Saturday when you maybe don't have soccer, dance class, a late meeting at work, you name it. Call for a Saturday appointment now.
Hey guys, Dave Pillage from Let's Talk Cars Radio. Are you tired of trying all the wrong auto shops and never leaving feeling that satisfied experience? Napa Car Care Centers, the BDG HRVA group, has the answer for you. Friendly, reliable teams assembled for all your automotive needs. Find your local auto center today at NapaBDGHRVA.com. That's NapaBDGHRVA.com. Talk to you soon. Hey guys, Dave Pillage from Let's Talk Cars Radio. You've heard me say it time and time again. Anyone can guess what's wrong with your transmission. The true test is getting it right the first time. At Bob and Cindy's Cottman Transmission in Janif, there is no guessing. They understand that your car is more than just a car. It's what gets you from work on time and home safely at the end of the day. Bob and Cindy understand you have to work hard to meet the needs of your customer. Their certified technicians will help keep you on the road for years to come. If you can drive it, they can fix it. Call Bob and Cindy today at Cottman Transmission Janif, 466-7778. That's 466-7778.
$3705. Now, here is Dave Pillage.
Welcome back, America. You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio on WKQA Freedom 1110. I'm your host, Dave Pillage, hanging out with Rock and Larry Cobb, and of course, Cameron's doing all our technical work for us. Hey, just in case you all didn't know and you didn't hear at the top of the hour, it's still not too late. You still got about 10 minutes or so. You guys can get out to the AAA Corporate Center, check out their auto car event. It's October Car Care Month, and they're actually doing an auto clinic out there. You can get a free under the hood check, win some prizes and stuff. Like I said, they'll probably be out there for about another 10 minutes or so. So if you guys just happen to be driving by right next to Haynes Furniture, stop in and say hi to them, get yourself a free food. They're doing hot dogs out there. Napa's doing that for them. And that's actually brought to you by City Dogs out of Richmond, is actually supplying all the food out there. So thanks to them for being out there and supplying the hot dogs. Like I said, there's a bunch of different vendors that are out there. AAA's Travel, everybody's out there. Like I said, they're giving giveaways out. And ATI is actually out there. Stop in and say hi to them as well. So yeah. We were out there earlier today. It was, like I said, it was a little cold, but it started to warm up a little bit, windy and stuff, but we battled it out, and it's a good event out there. Caitlin Joyner, big thank you to her. She's actually out there. She's Rookie of the Year. She's out there with a number 45 car, hanging out there, signing autographs. You can win yourself a Hot Wheel and actually get it autographed by her out there. So stop in and say hi.
And there also will be a vaccine.
A vaccine?
I can't say. Yeah, a vaccine clinic on November 3rd at Two Brothers Dog Wash from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Oh, yeah, that's actually ran by our friend Eliza, and she's going to actually be out at that. So a big hello to her. I did tell her I would mention that. So thank you for reminding us, Lisa, that you guys are going to be out there, and they'll be hosting that. That's a really good, cool event out there. So make sure you guys go check it out. When is that date again, Cam?
November 3rd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
10 a.m. to 2 p.m.?
Yes.
And where is it going to be at? I want to I'll make sure I got it.
Two Brothers Dog Wash.
Two Brothers Dog Wash. So get out to that. Make sure you can check it out. If you need some vaccine done on your dog, that is the place to go. So go check them out. Good people. Really, really good event. So make sure you guys get out to that as well. So, and I'll remind you guys as well. I'll put a post out to it, and well, maybe if we can get a little live hooked up on that too. So Cam, try to remember later, and we'll get something posted out there for them. That's his he's giving me the okay sign. You guys can't see. So
That's an okay sign?
it was 2 thumbs up okay sign.
Oh, okay. I feel like he was holding two guns.
That was his 2 thumbs up to me saying okay. He'll make sure he reminds me. So yeah. Hey, so you guys know we've talked about it before. So the big thing was cat converters. People were stealing them off cars left and right there for a while.
Is that still going on?
Is it?
It is. It's back on the rise again.
It's for the copper, isn't it?
For the gold, or the not the gold, but
There's something valuable in there.
Get
the gold, don't you?
Get the gold. So it's back. It's back on the rise again. Okay. Now, so here's something else that people would think. How would you like to walk out to your car and find that they stole your airbag?
Wait.
No way. Yeah, right. Seriously,
How do you steal an airbag from one locked car?
you do.
I'd say shame on you for not putting everything back together again.
So this is happening, guys. Believe it or not, people are coming out and finding their airbags stole out of their car.
And what's being
Why
done
do you
with
need
them?
airbags?
They're stealing them because there's such a problem with airbags right this second, with bad airbags in cars, that people are actually going and stealing airbags out of cars and then selling them out on the market because there's such a problem with airbags.
Are they stealing the whole system or just the bag?
Just the bags. They're actually going in and stealing the whole bag out of the steering wheel. And then some they're actually going and cutting them out and stealing them out of the dash too.
I really don't get stealing airbags.
Could you imagine? Because I couldn't. You know how furious I would be. I mean, I'm a very easygoing guy. If any of you guys have been out in town and come out to any of our events and have met me, you guys know I'm a very laid back person when you meet me. But you want to see me get pretty angry, mess with some of my cars, and you'll see me, and Cameron will tell you will see me get so mad. I'm an easygoing person, very laid back person, but if you mess with one of my cars, it's the quickest way to get me hot underneath the collar very quickly.
Picture is worth 1,000 words.
I could not imagine coming out and seeing one of my cars destroyed. I'll give you a perfect example. Years ago, my next door neighbor caught somebody red-handed breaking into his car in the act, and he caught him at gunpoint. And I was like, I don't know how you didn't lose your mind.
Yeah, shoot him.
He came out in the middle of the guy breaking his dash apart with a crowbar, literally just busting all the plastic apart to try to get his stereo out. So when he come around the door to the vehicle and got the gentleman out of his car at gunpoint, he looks in his car, and the guy just broke every bit of plastic on the dash apart to bust it away so he could get his hands in and try to get his stereo out of the car. And I was just like, oh, I don't know how you kept your sanity. Because if I would have come out to my vehicle and found every bit of the dash busted in a million pieces with the gentleman sitting right inside my vehicle, I would have probably just lost my mind.
What knee?
Yeah, right. What knee? Just pick a knee. Just any knee.
I'm giving you the choice.
I'm gonna give you a choice. Just pick a knee. But he was able to keep his composure. But amazing to me that he was able to just keep his wits about it.
So the police came, took the perpetrator away, and then let him go.
Or basically, that's. I just
And the guy sitting there with a tore up dashboard that he's going to have to either
right now he's going to pay like at least a $500 deductible to
for his insurance.
Right.
Yeah. So he's out money he wouldn't have been out.
Right.
Thanks to this guy.
Right.
I'd have shot him.
He's like, I would have shot him. It's one of those things. Like, so now imagine the damage that is done to a car to take the airbags out of it.
Yeah.
Now, they had to cut everything up. You know how an airbag's installed in a car, so they had to cut the
How
dash
it
part
won't pop open on you while you're taking it out? It might blow up.
right. I'm still now me working on cars, and the people listen to our show that work on cars. You guys know. I don't know if you guys are, but I'm still deathly scared of messing with airbags. I always have been.
Yeah.
I just don't like messing with them. And I've been working on cars for a long time, and I just don't like messing with airbags till this day. I do all the precautions. I undo the battery, and then and I let the car sit for a while to everything to discharge the energy and all that kind of stuff. And I'm still scared even when I'm still messing with them. I just don't like messing with them.
Yeah.
It's no different than when electric cars came out.
Pop.
When electric cars came out and we had to mess with the batteries and stuff like that on them, or we used to have to change tires on them, and everybody was scared to mess with the tires on them because there was energy. Energy would travel through the car, and they would say, "Oh, you change tire on it, you get electrocuted," and all kinds of stuff. And we'd all be scared to mess with anything with them. And I remember those days. And I'm sure a lot of you guys remember too. Like there was like when all that technology first came out, we were all scared to mess with some of the cars and stuff. Everybody was like, "Is this gonna be the day this one gets me?" You know what I mean? And so. Those days were real. You know what I mean?
You don't run cars until
the uncertainty was real. So yeah, I mean, I can't believe people are out stealing airbags out of cars. I mean, I keep on getting these stories that come to me, and I've had some friends tell me some stories that some of the cars at the dealership, they come out on some of these used car dealerships, and they 6 or 7 cars got hit where they took airbags right out of the cars.
So this is becoming a problem.
Yeah, this is actually becoming an epidemic, not even a problem. Where this is like really happening, where cars on dealership lots and stuff that come out, like 6 or 7 of the cars have been hit, where they've taken just the airbags out of like 6 or 7 cars.
Man.
So yeah, it's just. I don't know. Keep vigilant, guys. That's all I'm saying. It's getting to be kind of crazy that now we had to worry about cats. Now we're having to worry about airbags.
I had a friend of mine with a business that he had a fleet of trucks, and he came in one Monday morning, and
all
like
the
15, 20 trucks, they're all gone.
It's so costly.
He was hot, man. I would have been too.
Well, all I can tell you guys is keep your eyes open because cat converters are starting to happen again, and now airbags. So on that note, guys, hey, we made it through another Saturday. Like I said, it's kind of cold and windy where we are, but hopefully it'll get better. If you guys are going to be out and about, don't forget, Lansdowne is supposed to be having their trunk and treat. If it has not been canceled, I have not been told it is. We'll actually be out there. So if you guys get out and about and want to have a little fun, see us out there, come say hi. We'll be out there walking around saying hi to everybody. Sunday's right around the corner. Don't forget, turn off your television, spend some time with your kids, take them out to a car show, spend some time with them. They'll love you for it. That's the end of our show. We'll talk to you guys soon. We're out of here.